Hello, my name is Greg Story. I'm the president of Carnegie Training here in Japan. Every Wednesday, midnight Tokyo time, we release the Leadership Japan series podcast. And in this podcast, I cover a whole raft of issues around being a leader here in Japan. I mean, obviously they have relevancy for anyone in leadership, but I try to particularly direct the topics to things that are relevant for leaders operating here in this country. So we look at things like building trust with the team. Obviously, we have a position of authority, we have status, we have position power as a leader, but do we really have the trust with the team? Is the loyalty there? Go the extra mile, is that there? How are we actually relating the team? And of course, there are a range of issues around communication. Are we being clear enough in what we're saying? Are we being motivating enough in what we're saying? Are we getting people to come with us on the journey? Do they know what the journey is? Do they know the why of the journey? All of those sorts of things. And often in business we get very busy and we sort of short circuit everything, abbreviate everything. And we think that, yes, I've communicated enough, people know what's going on, but do they really? If we go to the bottom of the organization and we ask them about the why, do they actually know what it is? Do they know the direction of the company? Do they know the targets of the company? All of these things become an issue when you're the leader because you imagine things are happening, but sometimes they're actually not happening. So there's those sorts of issues, plus looking at innovation. Innovation is very, very important. We're a very competitive business world today. We have information coming at us at light speed. Companies really need to be agile. So how do we get the people who are closest to the sort of cold face of the business, the cutting edge part of the business, to be innovative? Because those are the people who know really what's going on. As we get further and further to the top of an organization, we get further and further and further away from the front line, and therefore we're not having those conversations with clients like our teams are. We're not getting in there to the same depth and degree as our team members are. So they have a lot of interest in doing a good job, but do they have a lot of interest in being innovative in their job? And how do we encourage that idea that you can be creative, you can be innovative, we can beat the competition by outthinking them? So in this podcast, usually around about 10, 12 minutes, we cover a whole range of these issues, which I think will very, very much be of interest to people who are leading, particularly people who are leading in Japan. So we release the podcast every Wednesday, midnight Tokyo time. Please check it out.